we're just going to putt around for a little bit. I don't want to go too far because we do have those storms, but they're coming. Looks like they came from inland and went out, because as I got here I could see that there was water on the roadway. So I think this one came across, and that's the direction the winds are going. So I think that, yeah. In the air. Let's not go very far either, because we can't really, we don't have a lot of gas. And I don't know how well this little portable gas tank is at funneling the fuel. Like, I don't know how, like, once it gets low, if some of that fuel settles in part of the gas tank. I just don't know, so I'm not going to take the chance. Kind of feel how bumpy it is, but it shouldn't be too bumpy. The winds aren't really that strong. You can see there are some ripples back here on this pond. And there are ripples out through the bay, but there's some flat areas too. It's not too bad. I don't want to scare the birds. Go back this way. Yeah, I'm going way faster headed back. If it died right now, I'd probably land right at the water's edge, depending on how well I manage the energy of the wing. If I could trust this engine to idle, I mean, it'll idle, but if it gets any kind of little hiccup, it might die. I don't want to test it. Now I know I can make it. So last weekend of August, we got Labor Day weekend. I would have thought there would already be more people down here, but I think that rainstorm that came through for the locals has at least put them off. Labor Day, Memorial Day, 4th of July, spring break. I do not want to be down here those weekends or during spring break week, the weekend before, the weekend after. That's when it starts getting really busy. I don't really trust this one because it doesn't have as much power to get me out of a bad situation. Like when I have the Monster, I can just gun it and go. Got to be real careful with this one because, like I said, it doesn't have a lot of power. And with it being a little bit bumpy today, right there, see, it died again. I probably should have just gone ahead and landed it, because I may be low on fuel. Risen, but it's behind that cloud, so that's why everything looks darker. Once it gets past that cloud, we'll be able to see just how clear this is, and I can already tell you it may not look like it on the video, but it's pretty clear this morning. Ooh, there went something. That's a shark. There's a shark right there. I don't know if y'all can see him on video, but he's right there in the surf, surfing the waves. I gotta be careful because when I'm looking down and I don't have the horizon as a reference and I'm just looking down at the water, sometimes I can get too low and not realize it. So if my engine went out, I wouldn't have had the altitude to get back, because I would have had to have turned, lost some altitude there, and then gliding in. Let's see, here, no problem. Now I've still got the engine going, so I'm getting a little bit of glide, but you can see my glide slope. Even right there, I'm going to end up right on the edge. and I've still got the propeller moving. I still have a little bit of thrust. So yeah, you got to be real mindful. I'm notoriously bad about that. There's a turtle. That looks like a Kip Ridley. It's one of the smaller turtles down here. Kind of just waiting to see if that gas will run out. Let's do that again. Let's give it an idea of where we would have landed. Well, we're gonna find out right now. I'm gonna try. We're going down in the water. Woo! Try to keep my wing dry. That's what I was talking about right there. You never know when that engine's gonna die. And I just did it. That was not intentional. Like the glide ratio on these single surface are not as good. If that would have been a regular wing, I would have had no problem. Man, the winds are kind of high there. Plus, I've got a headwind too. Well, at least I didn't get my harness wet. I did get my shorts wet up until my crotch. I was just talking about that too. Foreshadowing. Well, now, oh look, you can see the sea spray down there. Now, I'll have a really good example of what not to do. Hopefully, my camera's still going. Let's get over here. We'll land it. Should be. I want to get this off the roadway. I'm getting a little bit of rotor from my car. I'm probably going to have to land it behind my car. All right, good. Yay.